GLM 4.6 just dropped with insane performance. In this video, we will be comparing real API usage of GLM 4.6 by ZAI against Anthropic's model. But more interestingly, I'll be showing you how you can use GLM 4.6 inside Claude Code CLI to build workflows. So let's get started. Before we move forward, let's understand the background of both GLM 4.6 and Anthropic's model. GLM 4.6 is recently released and is outperforming a couple of highly acclaimed models in some of the benchmarks, and it is available via ZAI API platform. This GLM 4.6 can also be used inside Claude Code. I'll show you how to do that. Also, you can use it in bunch of other coding agent framework as well. On the other side, Claude Code has acclaimed 4.5 Sonnet, Haiku 4.5 and recently released Opus 4.5. Now let's compare the pricing of both GLM 4.6 and Anthropic's model. GLM 4.6 Lite starts at just $3 per month and $15 per month for Pro and $30 per month for Max users. However, on the other hand, Claude starts with $17. If you compare both these Pro plans, it is cheaper as well. And on the Max and Max 20X, we cannot even compare the pricing because it's very high on Claude Code. Now let's understand how to use this GLM 4.6 model by ZAI into Claude Code. The first thing you need to do is you need to install Claude Code CLI on your machine. You can use this command and run it in terminal. It will install Claude Code on your machine. Once Claude Code is installed, you need to go to your home directory, and inside your home directory you can go to the users and then select the users for Windows, and in Linux and Mac, if you go to just home directory, you will see this .claude folder. If you don't see that, what you need to do is you need to enable hidden files. Once you see this .claude folder, you need to go to that folder. There is a high possibility that you see a settings.json file, but if you don't see that, what you can do is that create a new file and give it a name settings.json, open it and paste few lines into the settings.json file. It is just overriding what Anthropic uses from their own set of models. For Haiku, we are using GLM 4.5 Air. For Sonnet, we are using GLM 4.6, and for Opus model, we are also using GLM 4.6. Once you do that, save these things, and when I exit this, you will see inside my .claude folder, I have settings.json file, and it contains these few lines. Now, we are ready to check if the overridden GLM 4.6 setting works or not. But before we move into that part, I would like to show you what we have done. So this is what we have done or changed. This is Claude Code Terminal CLI. It has agent, prompts, tools and etc. Whatever is needed to create an agent that codes. Now this Claude Code CLI internally calls Anthropic LLMs. It sends a request and receives a response. What we have done is that we have overridden this existing connection and we have now connected the Claude Code CLI to ZAI GLM 4.6 and the 4.5 Air model. So whenever Claude Code sends LLM request, instead of going to Anthropic LLM, it goes to ZAI GLM 4.6 LLM and it receives the response. Existing functionality stays the same. We just swap Anthropic LLMs against GLM 4.6. Now let's see if the overridden settings works or not. For that, I'll go to a folder in which I'm working on a Telegram bot. I'll open terminal and let me expand this and zoom in a bit. So the existing way you work with Claude CLI is using Claude command, and when I do that, you'll see information about Claude client, and you see here I'm inside this downloads folder and it is actually using GLM 4.6. But if I try to do anything, let's say analyze the code, it will try to do that, but you will see that it is facing a 404 error because it is, however, connected to GLM 4.6. It doesn't have permission to interact with GLM 4.6. For that, what we need to do? We need to go to ZAI manage API key section and create a new API key. I already have created that. Once you create the API key, you need to go to the command line again. I'll first exit this. You need to use another command and provide two variables. First, Anthropic base URL will be throwing request on this ZAI API Anthropic, and you need to provide the token for the access. I know I'm showing this token at this point. Since it is sensitive information, I'll delete it afterwards recording this video, and then followed by the Claude command. And when I hit enter, you'll see it is now using GLM 4.6 API uses billing. And indeed, if I go to model, you'll see default recommended is GLM 4.6. These pricing are showing from the Claude Anthropic models itself, so we don't have to worry about it. Now I'll select the model and I'll say analyze the code and I'll hit enter. You'll see it starts working instantly. Meanwhile, it does its things. I would like to show you that what's the difference between Anthropic's model and GLM 4.6 and when to use which model. Since Claude and GLM 4.6 are highly performing model, it is not wise to compare Claude or Anthropic's model against GLM 4.6. Claude model has high input cost while GLM has low input cost. Latency, if we talk about, Claude models has kind of medium latency while GLM 4.6 has a fast latency. It is really fast, insanely fast. So if your workload is heavy coding tasks like rewriting entire backend from Python to Node.js, Claude Code wins. There is no doubt in that. But if your workload is high volume API uses like agents, microservices, support bots, GLM 4.6 destroys everything in cost. You can see, since I have run analyze the code, this analyzing code will be very cheap while we are using GLM 4.6. If the same request was through Claude, it was high cost. You can see it is fast and it has kind of, I can say, extract all the essence of the repository in which I was working. So that's the price comparison and a real demo of running GLM 4.6 inside Claude Code. If you are building a coding heavy product, Claude Code is worth it. But if you are building AI agents, chatbots, microservices, GLM 4.6 will save you a lot of money. Let me know in the comments if you want a full tutorial on building an actual production agent with this hybrid setup. And if this video helped you, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the life, feel the music. Peace.